poles, right? So right now we're having 4 poles. So before into that, I'm just going to draw graph, right? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2. So while just trying in our graph sheet, you need just to make a correct scale, right? -5, -1, -2, -3. I'm just doing approximately, right? But in our graph sheet, you need to do a perfect one, right? So use a scale, right? That's all. Now I need to mark my poles and zeros. So we'll have 4 poles. These now one is now in origin, one is now at my -4. So remaining 2 poles are complex poles. So -1 plus I, that is called imaginary axis, right? So the quantity will be one, quantity -1, -1. So I need to mark these complex values over here. So -1 plus I, so somewhere here. The same way, one more pole, -1 minus I. So these are the 4 poles, right? So these are the 4 poles locations. So here P1, P2, and P3, and P4. So these are the 4 poles, right? So I'm just marking a cross mark, right? So we'll have 4 poles. So right, if you're having a complex pole, right, we need to calculate angle of arrival or angle of departure. How we could able to calculate angle of arrival, angle of departure? It will be very easy. So we need to connect every poles, right? So with the scale, we need to connect every poles, right, with a straight line. We need to connect every poles, and then we need to calculate angle. So phi 1 is the first angle, and we need to with respect to my sigma, with respect to my real axis, right? We need to calculate the angles, right? That's why it's called angle of arrival, angle of departure for complex pole, for complex poles. Only we are just going to calculate complex pole with respect to my real axis, right? So this is the first pole, right? And we'll have one more pole. So we need to calculate one more flex. So now it's called phi 2. And one more pole. This is what my second case, right? This is what my third phi 3. So these are the three angles we need to calculate, right? So because we are having a 4 pole, so we are having a 3 straight lines. So now we just need to calculate 3 angles, right? So for better understanding, I'm just going to rough it this everything. I'm just going to draw in a bigger manner, right? Now I'm just going to draw little bigger. Just note it down these poles, right? Because I'm just going to use a somewhat a bigger scale. Then only it will be easy to solve, right? So now I'm just going to move into somewhat little bigger picture. Sigma and JMA axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're having graph, no issues. -1, -2, -3, -4, -1, -2, -3, -1, -2, -3. Now I'm just going to mark my poles once again, which is now 0 or poles in the -4 or pole, -1. These are the plus, right? So these are the plus, right? -1 plus 1. So these are the one more pole, -1, -1. So here one more pole. So we'll have 4 poles. Now I need to connect my poles with a scale, right? So now I'm going to use my disk, and I need to connect these poles, right? So with respect to my what could is my real axis. Now we'll have 3 lines will be here, right? Now I need to calculate my angle of arrival. So our angle of departure. This is a phi 1. With respect, I'm just going to calculate the sigma, right? So phi 2 and phi 3. Here it will be in this direction, right? So here it will be phi 3. So these are the 3 different angles we need to calculate, right? It will be easy. We'll see. So here in phi 2, it will be very easy. So for phi 2 angle, it will be 90° with respect to my real axis. It is easy to calculate. For phi 2, it will be very easy. So phi 1, it will be somewhat difficult, right? So phi 1, I'm just going to calculate over here. Phi 1 angle calculation. Phi 1 angle. So we'll have an equation over here, right? So now you could see this is a 1, right? So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So total length will be here 1, 2, 3, 4. Totally it's what, 3. And this is what a height, right? So this is what a height of this triangle, right? So right hand triangle, right? So it will be the height will be 1. Now we need to just calculate a simple thing. So phi 1 is now tan inverse of opposite divided by adjacent, right? So tan inverse of 1 by 3. What is the value? Just calculate. So because I'm not having any scientific calculator now. And while coming to this triangle, right? So this is what a triangle. So எப்படி இருக்கு? So இதனுடைய adjacent value total of minus 4 in the line start ஆகுது. Totally it will be 3 and this will be 1. The same way the opponent height it will be 1. So then phi, that is called left-handed triangle. So tan inverse of that is called pi 3 tan inverse of. So the total angle, right? So the total angle about this is now 180. So total this now is 180. Now we are just going to calculate this angle only, right? So we are just going to calculate this angle. So total angle is now 180. Total angle is now 180. Now we are just going to calculate. Our interest is that we need to calculate pi 3. So pi 3 plus 180, right? Is now total angle. 180 degree plus pi 3 is equal to tan inverse of 1 by 1. Tan inverse of 1 by 1. So total phi 3 now, 180 is now, it will become right side. 180 minus 180 plus tan inverse of. That is called 180 minus tan inverse, right? So we are just going to calculate this. This is totally wrong. So 180 minus pi 3. Right now it's correct. Right? Minus 180 degree. Right? Tan inverse of 1 by 1, that is now 1 by, so adjacent value is now 1, opponent value is 1. Tan inverse of 1 by 1. So what is the value for phi 3 and phi 1? Can you just tell me? This one, tan inverse of 1 by 3 எவ்வளவு வந்திருக்கு? Make it fast.
18.43 sir.
எவ்வளவுப்பா?
18.43.
18.43 degree. So then pi 3 tan inverse of 1 minus 180.
Minus 135.
Minus 130?
5.
5. So 180 minus contain, yeah? Okay. Now angle of departure, simple formula, right? I'm just going to rough it this entire screen. So we'll have phi 1 18.43, phi 2 90 degree. I'm just going to encirculate. Phi 1, phi 2, phi 3, right? Now what is the value for what is the formula for calculating angle of arrival, right? It will be very easiest thing. So angle of arrival or departure formula, right? So it will be easiest one. So that is called angle of arrival or departure equal to, so 180, this is a formula, right? So 180 degree minus sum of your poles. Pole number 1, angle pole number 2, angle pole number 3. Right? Phi p1, phi p2. That is called phi 1, phi 2 plus phi 3. So phi 1, phi 2, phi 3. So 180 degree minus what are those values? 90 degree plus remaining poles. So second pole is now 90. Remaining thing, remaining two values, what are the thing? 18 point something. 18.35, 43, right? Okay, 18.43, and then last one minus 135. Okay, calculate பண்ணுங்க. What is the value? 180 minus 180 minus 18.43 degree plus 90 minus 135. What is the final value? 90, 118, 118, 148. So around எவ்வளவு போறது? What is the value? எவ்வளவு வரும்? 118. Make it fast. Last step எவ்வளவுதான்ப்பா? இதுக்கப்புறம் directly we are just going to draw root locus. So if you are having complex pool, so extra one step we need to calculate, that is the angle of arrival or angle of departure we need to calculate. Right? Remaining every steps is now same. Remaining every procedure steps, everything is same. So what is final value இப்ப சொல்லுங்க இதுக்கு ஜானி அப்படிந்தா இனிமே கால்குலேட் பண்றீங்க இப்ப ரொம்ப ஈஸி தானே
206.57.
206 வருதா செக் பண்ணுங்க one time check பண்ணுங்க one more time 90 plus 118 so this is a exactly answer வேணும்ப்பா இதுக்கு மட்டும் எக்ஸாக்ட்டா சொல்லுங்க 18.43 plus 90 minus 135 plus 180 கரெக்டா சொல்லுங்க எனக்கு 153 வருது கரெக்டா 153யா செக் பண்ணுங்க 180 minus 18.43 minus 90 plus 135 so 206 ah yes correct 206 degree 0.57 right so it will be around 206 once again check பண்ணிக்கோங்க this is the final answer so we need to go with it one time நான் செக் பண்ணிக்கலாம் இதை வச்சு தான் சம் மாறும்ப்பா இந்த ஒரு வேல்யூ வச்சு தான் மாறும் it will be very easy but anyway minus 130 what is that என்னப்பா புரியல
53 கண்டுபிடிக்கும்போது tan inverse of 1 minus 180 சார்
ஆமா ஆமா minus 180 tan inverse of 1 minus 180 எப்படி அதை கால்குலேட் பண்ணணும் ஒன் செகண்ட் செக் பண்ணிக்கலாம் so எப்படி இருந்துச்சு இல்லையா this is what my sigma axis so we need to calculate pi 3 over here right அப்போ total value தான் 180 right? so total இந்த angle தான் 180 so அப்போ 180 minus pi 3 தானே அப்போ am I correct so இது டோட்டலா 180 right so இப்போ எனக்கு இந்த வேல்யூ வரணும்னா என்ன பண்ணணும் 180 கூட மைனஸ் பண்ண போறேன் right அப்போ 180 minus pi 3 கரெக்டா so இந்த pi 3 தான் now 180 minus tan inverse of 1 by 1 right so எவ்வளவு வந்திருக்குப்பா 206 ஆ செக் பண்ணிக்கோங்க okay anyway this is what my angle of arrival and angle of departure it will be in the opposite side so angle of departure no need to calculate one more time so angle of departure it will be opposite side என்ன வேல்யூ வருதோ அது just opposite 206 on 57 right so உங்களுக்கு என்ன angle of arrival வருதோ just to make it as angle of departure but should be opposite direction so because of root locus is a symmetry that's why we need to have a inverse sign right so now it's time to write it's time to draw a root locus right we have every data right in our hand now we need to we need to draw entire root locus in a single plot right now we need to go with that so around 7 steps நம்ம என்னென்ன சால்வ் பண்ணணும் so எல்லா வேல்யூஸ் என்ன பண்ணணும் இல்ல நம்ம மார்க் பண்ண போறோம் right that's a final step right we need to mark every data right what actually we have seen in the last 7 steps 0 1 2 3 4 5 more than enough minus 1 minus 2 minus 4 minus 1 2 minus 3 minus 4 minus 5 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Now எல்லா வேல்யூ மார்க் பண்ணலாம், right? Just have idea. So what are the poles, right? என்னென்ன poles இருந்துச்சு? 0 and minus 4, and we'll have two more poles, right? So one pole is now minus 1 plus 1j, and we'll have one more poles plus minus 1 minus 1j. Now we need to draw branches, right? So already we have seen, so branches எப்படி நம்ம draw பண்ணணும்? So it should be summation of odd number, right? So இந்த ரெண்டு pole நம்ம consider பண்ணக்கூடாது because it's in the form of complex poles. We need to calculate only in a real axis, right? So how many poles இருக்குன்னு பார்க்க போறோம், right? So now from here I'm just looking for right hand side, there is no poles in my real axis and there is no root locus branch will be available. Now I'm just moving to my right hand side. So sorry, next pole. Now I'm just looking for a summation of poles and zeros on my real axis. That should be odd, right? So inga oru kandipa oru pole irukku, that should be odd number. Now there is a chance there is only one, right, branch will be there, that's called root locus branch. Now we need to go with it one more infinity, right? I'm just going to see my right hand side. Now two poles will be there, there is no root locus will be available over here, right? Now centroid சொல்லுங்க, what is the centroid value? கொஞ்சம் ஃபாஸ்டா சொல்லுங்க, எல்லா வேல்யூயும் மார்க் பண்ண போறோம். centroid value சொல்லுங்க. centroid sigma value
minus 1.5.
minus 1.5 இங்க இருக்குமா? This is what my centroid 1.5. And then we need to draw asymptotes lines, right? So with respect of my sigma. So about we have about 4 angle of asymptotes, right? So theta 1 சொல்லுங்க, angle of asymptotes theta 1 theta 2 theta 3. Sigma minus 1.5, theta 1 theta 2 theta 3 and theta 4 angle of asymptotes சொல்லுங்க one by one. Theta 1, what is the theta 1? Theta 1 45 degree. Theta 2
theta 0 45.
Theta 1 45, theta 2
135.
135, theta 3 225 and theta 4 315. So definitely we need to use a protector, right? I'm not having any protector in my whiteboard, so if you're having protector, right, just go with it. So in our English exam we need to use a protector, right? So definitely. So now I'm just going to use my guidelines, right? So now this is what my 90 degree, right? So this is what my, so always asymptote lines, it will be start with my centroid, right? So this is what my 90. So 45 it will be in the form of here, right? It will be 45 lines. Somewhat it look like, so it's 45 degree angle, right? So this is what my first asymptote line 1. And then 135, this is what my 180, this is what my 90, this is what my 0 degree, this is what my 90, this is what my 180, this will be 270. This is what my guidelines I'm just using. So if you're having protector, just go with it. So 135, it will be now 90, it will be around 135, it will be look like this, right? So this is what my angle of asymptotes number 2. And then 225. So this is what my 180 and 180 220, it will be in the form of, it will be look like this, right? So asymptote number 3 225 and last asymptote angle 315. So this is what my 270 and 315 somewhat here, right? So it will be, so 315 degree, that's what my angle number, asymptote number 4. Now breakaway point, breakaway point. breakaway point சொல்லுங்க. Last value breakaway point minus last value இப்ப breakaway point.
Yes value வந்து minus 3.09 sir.
Minus
3.09.
3.09 minus 3.09. Where actually 3.09 somewhere here nearby 3.1. So this is what my break-away point, right? Now angle of arrival, right? So now எல்லா பாயிண்ட் மார்க் பண்ணியாச்சு, right? So now we need to draw root locus, right? So every datas we have found about 7 steps நம்ம ஃபைண்ட் பண்ண எல்லாத்தையும் மார்க் பண்ணியாச்சு. Now we need to go with it. Actually என்ன procedure? So these are the poles, right? So we'll have 4 poles. Pole number 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 real poles and 2 imaginary poles. So always root locus எப்படி ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகும்? Poles start ஆயிட்டு it will end with 0. Right, in our given problem there is no 0, right? 0 நம்ம 0 னு மார்க் பண்ணுவோம், but in our given problem there is no 0, right? So in a given problem there is no 0, so only we have a poles. Now what actually it's the poles is now looking for a 0, right? The pole is we are having 4 poles. In the 4 poles என்ன பண்ணனும்னா 0 வை சர்ச் பண்ணும். So எப்படி சர்ச் பண்ணும்? With the help of these asymptotes. So these are the guidelines, these are the route map, right? So in the asymptote follow பண்ணும், right? It will follow பண்ணிட்டு it will go with that infinity line, so it will reach up to infinity. அதுக்குள்ள zeros இருக்கான்னு search பண்ணும், right? That's what I aim, right? Now we'll have one pole over here, right? So normal pole, no real pole is no issues, it will go here, it will also coming here, right? It will be there is no branch, it will be there right side, definitely it will be starting from left side. The same way here also, because of even number branches. So ரெண்டு போல்ஸும் நியர்பை வரும். ஸோ இந்த பிரேக்கிங் பாயிண்ட் என்ன ஆகும்? ரெண்டு கிளாஸ் ஆகிடும். ஸோ கிளாஸ் ஆகிட்டு it will split. That's why it's called breaking point. That's why it's called breaking point, where actually two poles is meet, right? So இந்த ரெண்டு போலும் இங்க மீட் ஆகுது. These are the real poles, right? மீட் ஆகிட்டு it will follow, it will break in ஆகிட்டு now it will get break away. It will break away, it will follow the asymptote lines. Right now I'm just using maybe I'm just going to use my green color, then it will be easy to identify or maybe differentiate, right? Or maybe I'm just going to use my red color, it will be easy, right? So both real poles is now getting to getting each other and just meet this point. That's why it's called breaking point. Now it will it will follow the asymptote lines. It's not going to cross it, but it will follow, right? So these are my root locus about my real axis, real poles. Now we'll have imaginary poles. So imaginary poles, it will be somewhat different, right? So real poles, it's very easy. So rendu pole class ஆகுது, class ஆயிட்டு break ஆகுது. That's why it's called breaking point. அதுக்கு தான் நம்ம அதை calculate பண்றோம், where actually the two poles is now getting breaking and where actually it's now breakout, right? So that direction it will be look like this. ஒரு pole இப்படி போயிடும், ஒரு pole இப்படி போயிடும். ரெண்டு pole கிட்ட வரும், சர்ச் பண்ணி பார்ப்போம், ரெண்டுமே 0 மீட் பண்ணல. ஸோ ரெண்டு ஸ்பிளிட் ஆகிட்டு இட்ஸ் வில் ஸ்கேட்டர், ரைட்? ரெண்டு வெளியில் போயிடும். நான் வில் ஹாவ் அ காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் போல்ஸ். ஸோ டெஃபினெட்லி காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் போல்ஸ் இருந்ததுன்னா வாட் ஆக்சுவலி we need to do, we need to calculate angle of arrival, angle of departure, right? So complex pole it will have a special procedure, just now we have seen. So complex poles இருந்தாவே it needs to calculate angle of arrival, angle of departure we need to calculate. So only applicable for complex pole. So in our given system complex pole இருக்கு, அதனால we need to calculate angle of departure, angle of arrival. So இங்க எனக்கு complex pole இல்ல அப்படின்னா straight away நம்ம எப்படி poles இருக்கோ அதுக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி நம்ம angle of asymptote ஃபாலோ பண்ணி நம்ம சால்வ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். But if you're having complex poles இருக்கு, so that's why we need to calculate angle of arrival, angle of departure. That's now just now we have seen 206 degree point or something, right? So what is the value, exact value? 206. So plus 206 and minus 206. So extra value 71 apa, 71 degree I think, right? So just got it. Now we need to calculate these values, right? How we could able to calculate, right? This is what my pole. The pole is going to be, these are poles. Now I'm going to use my red color. Already poles will be in the form of red color, right? Now I'm going to use my red color. So these are my poles. I'm just going to read it in the form of bigger line, right? So the angle is angle of arrival as well as angle of departure. The pole is now directed, what could I say? It will follow my angle of asymptotes, right? but anyway it will what could I say, this is not exactly 45 நீங்க scale வரைஞ்சீங்கன்னா it will be perfect வரும், right? I'm not using my original scale, so I'm just using what could I say, approximately நான் டிரா பண்ணிருக்கேன். நீங்க ஸ்கேல் வச்சு வரைஞ்சீங்கன்னா கரெக்டா வரும், right? So now this is what 1, so I'm just using this what 1 2 3 1 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. If you are using a scale, definitely you will have that answer, right? Now I need to calculate 206 degree, right? So now this is what my reference point. The pole is going to be departure about 206 degree. So this is what my 0 degree, and this is what my 90 degree, this is what my 180, and this is what my 270. 207 எங்க இருக்கும்? It will be somewhat in my right side, right? In my right side. அப்ப என் pole என்ன ஆகும்? 206 டிகிரிக்கு கீழே வரும், right? It will start like this, right? It will start like this, and it will turned, right? It will turned into move into this direction, right? So the pole என்ன ஆகும்? It will move to 206 degrees Celsius at some distance. அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன ஆகும்? It will take away height என்ன ஆகும்? It will follow my asymptote line. So இதை ட்ரை பண்ணும், இதை ஃபாலோ பண்ண ட்ரை பண்ணும், right? The same way minus 200 degrees Celsius, it will be just a replica. So it will coming back 200 degrees Celsius, sorry, degree, and it will coming back into my angle of asymptote, right? It will coming back. So for 200 degrees Celsius கொஞ்சம் தூரம் நகரும், right? So we need to show that direction, right? It will 200 degrees Celsius 200 degree angle போகும், then it will turn back into my angle of asymptote, right? அப்புறம் imaginary axis line cross பண்ணணும் இல்லையா? That's why in Routh curvature method we have solved imaginary crossover line. What is that value for imaginary crossover line? What is the value? Minus imaginary crossover intersection point. அந்த பாயிண்ட் கால்குலேட் பண்ணிட்டு இல்லையா? RH மெத்தட் யூஸ் பண்ணி, ரவுத் கர்வேச்சர் மெத்தட் யூஸ் பண்ணி இமேஜினரி கிராஸ்ஓவர் இன்டர்செக்ஷன் பாயிண்ட். வாட் ஆர் தோஸ் வேல்யூஸ்? அது மட்டும் சொல்லுங்க. மைனஸ் அது இல்லப்பா, RH மெத்தட் யூஸ் பண்ணிருப்போம் இல்லையா? ரவுத் கர்வேச்சர் மெத்தட் யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு k ஓட வேல்யூஸ் கால்குலேட் பண்ணிருப்போம் இல்லையா? பிளஸ் ஆர் மைனஸ் j இந்த ஆக்சஸ்ல இன்டர்செக்ஷன் பாயிண்ட்டுக்காக கால்குலேட் பண்ணிருப்போம் இல்லையா? இன்டர்செக்ஷன் பாயிண்ட் கால்குலேஷன்
minus
2.35. அதுக்கப்புறம்
minus 3.60.
next imaginary lines, imaginary complex வர வேல்யூ சொல்லுங்க.
minus 0.01 plus 1.13. minus 0.01.
So anyway, I'm just going to list out those values, right? Once I wait பண்ணுங்க. Right, மொத்த டோட்டலா 4 values நமக்கு கிடைச்சிருக்கு. S1 S2 S3, right? So S1 சொல்லுங்க.
minus 2.35.
2.35 இது விட்டுருங்க. This is a real negative value, right? நம்ம காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் வேல்யூ வேணும். நெக்ஸ்ட் இமேஜினரி வேல்யூ வேணும். நெக்ஸ்ட்
minus 3.60.
60 இதுவும் ரியல் நெகட்டிவ் வேல்யூ, இது நமக்கு வேண்டாம். இமேஜினரி வேல்யூ தான் வேணும். S3 சொல்லுங்க.
minus 0.01.
0.01 plus
1.13 I.
1.13 I. S4 சொல்லுங்க. இதே வேல்யூ ஒரு காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் கான்ஜுகேட் 1.13 I. Right? This is what my imaginary overline, imaginary cross overline. So எங்க ரூட் லோக்கஸ் எங்க போயிட்டு கிராஸ் ஆகணும்? So ஒரு upper value, right? Upper curve, right? It will cross 1.13. So it will be somewhat in 1.13. Scale வச்சீங்கன்னா கரெக்டா வரும். So it will be somewhat here இருக்கும். So 1. So definitely 1.13 it will be look like this. Right? The same way we'll have one more minus 1.13. So minus 1.13. It will follow look like this. So these are the root locus curve. So in the green color இருக்கிறது imaginary lines ஓட root locus, and my red color இருக்கிறது my negative real poles ஓட root locus curve. So right, so much important எது mark பண்ணுவாங்க அப்படின்னா as a examiner. So இந்த red color இருக்கு இல்லையா, this is what my root locus. So இதுதான் அவங்க மார்க் பண்ணுவாங்க. So this are the most important. And then green color line, these are the poles, right? So 200 degree it will bend back and it will cross 1.13 I, here minus 1.13 I. So அந்த இடத்துல தான் கட் பண்ணும். கட் பண்ணி it will follow my what could I say, my asymptotes. So you scale correctize exactly one, right? So no issues because I'm just using a rough scale. That's why, right? So this is what a root locus for. So in a root locus, we have seen about two problem. One is only real poles மட்டும் watch பண்ணிருப்போம். We'll have one more problem. So imaginary that is called complex poles இருந்ததுன்னா your steps will be somewhat different. So we need to calculate only one thing extra. We need to calculate, that is angle of arrival, angle of departure. That's the extra thing we need to calculate. Right, up to this we are just solving about two what could I say, um, two root locus problem, right? We'll see one more new problem, which is a zero cell domain problem. Then it will be easy to calculate everything, right? So we'll start on small one more new problem. So கொஞ்சம் faster calculate பண்ணீங்கன்னா it will be very easy, right? So remaining 25 minutes இருக்கு. So fast முடிச்சலாம். It will be small problem. So now note it down. J of s into h of s. கொஞ்சம் faster போங்க. Already you have what could I say, you people are much aware about complex poles value and real poles value, right? So ரெண்டு ஸ்டெப்ஸ்மே பார்த்தோம், ரெண்டு டிஃபரெண்ட் ப்ராப்ளம் பார்த்துட்டோம், நோ இஷ்யூஸ். கொஞ்சம் ஃபாஸ்டா சால்வ் பண்ணுங்க. So k into s plus 1 divided by s into s minus 5. So just sketch the root locus. So this is a problem. Sketch the root locus. So கொஞ்சம் faster solve பண்ண பார்க்கலாம், right? So it will be very easy problem, but it will be in our previous problem, right? So there is no zeros will be there, but in our right now we are having a zero problem, right? So we'll have a zero and we need to calculate. Step 1 கொஞ்சம் faster போலாம், right? Already we have seen a two problem, that's why. So solution, step number 1, we need to calculate number of poles and number of zeros and the particular values, right? So total count, number of poles which is now 2, number of zeros which is now 1. So now what are those values? 0 minus 1, right? Poles which is now 0, pole number 2 it will be 5. These are the poles. So first step number 1. Step number 2, number of branches. So n should be greater than m. This is a condition. Now n is now 2, m is 1, gets true. So number of branches of root loci will be 2. Just note it down, make it fast. I'm just going to move it a little faster, right? Step number 3, angle of asymptotes. ரொம்ப ஈஸி தான், நீங்க ப்ரொசீஜர் நோட்புக்லயே வச்சிருக்கீங்க. Go with it. Step number 3, angle of asymptote. So this is what the third problem. It's easy. கொஞ்சம் faster போங்க. Around we need to solve about 8 steps, right? So angle of asymptotes, what is the formula? So theta I 2i plus 1 into 180 degree divided by n minus m, where actually I is now p minus z minus 1. So number of poles should be 2, number of zeros 1 and 1. Now I would value is 0, right? So only one angle will be there, right? So I'm just putting I is equal to 0, right? 2 into 0 plus 1 divided by 2 minus 1 into 180 degree. So now 1 by 1, which is now 180. So theta 0, angle of asymptote is now 180 degree. And the number of asymptotes n a, right? So n minus m. So 2 minus 1, which is now 1. So number of asymptotes, which is now 1. So number of asymptote 1, angle of asymptote 180 degree, right? Next step, centroid calculation. Step number 4, centroid calculation. கொஞ்சம் faster போங்க. Step number 4, centroid value சொல்லுங்க anyone? Centroid value, breakaway point and imaginary crossover line. So one by one, anyone just tell me. Meanwhile, I'm just solving here. So if you're just little fast, just give me those values, right? So step number 4, centroid. So someone calculate RH method, someone calculate breaking points. கொஞ்சம் fast சொல்லுங்க பார்க்கலாம். So centroid, summation of poles minus summation of zeros divided by n minus m. Summation of poles 0 plus 5. Summation of poles minus summation of zeros. Zeros or value minus 1 divided by n minus m. It is called 2 minus 1. So 5 plus 1 divided by 1 is equal to 6, right? So sigma value 6. Check பண்ணிக்கோங்க கொஞ்சம் faster. Right, there is no complex pole over here, so no need to calculate step number 5. There is no complex pole, only we are having real pole. There is no complex poles, no need to calculate. Calculate angle of arrival or departure, right? So no need to calculate angle of arrival, because we are having only real poles and real zeros, right? So there is no complex pole. So now next step, break in, break away point. கொஞ்சம் faster over, break in, break away point. What is the method? Break in or away point. So simple method, dk by ds equal to 0, right? So step number 5, dk by ds equal to 0. So we'll have a loop transfer function. We need to calculate a closed loop transfer function, CLTP, closed loop transfer function. That is a characteristic equation. 1 plus g of s into h of s is equal to 0. Now we need to use this loop transfer function. 1 plus s plus 1 s into s minus 5 is equal to 2, 0. Just take LCM. So s into s minus 5, s into s minus 5 plus k into s plus 1 is equal to 0. Just expand this equation. So s square minus 5s plus ks plus k equal to 0. Right? Now I'm just going to, one second, have it over here. So s square minus 5s plus ks plus k is equal to 0. I'm just going to have it this in my right side. So k s plus 1 is equal to minus s square plus 5s. So k equal to minus s square plus 5s divided by s plus 1. 1 second, we need to differentiate with respect to s. Right, we need to what to do? We need to do dk divided by ds equal to 0. 1 second, we need to differentiate. So dk divided by ds. So we need to use the u by v method, right? So we are having u by different, right? So that is called enna pananum? U by v. Anyone just tell me? So dk divided by ds. So total v square, right? So v square in the sense s plus 1 and the whole square that is called u v dash plus v u dash divided by v square, right? So u அப்படியே வச்சுக்கிறேன், s square plus 5s and கீழே இருக்கிற term differentiate பண்ணா s plus 1, this is now 1 ஆயிடும், plus v dash u v dash and v, that is s plus 1, இதை differentiate பண்ணா minus 2s plus 5. This is what the final equation. Right side kondu poita total equation is now coming into 0. Now minus s square plus 5s plus ulla involve பண்ணுங்க and this is now minus 2s square plus 5s minus 2s plus 5 equal to 0. Once again simplify பண்ணுங்க. What is the value? Simplify பண்ணா, once again simplify it. நான் போறது கரெக்டா இருக்குன்னு செக் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. E by V method. One second. right? S cube minus 3s cube and s பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 5s plus 10s minus 8 plus 8s remaining constant value it will be 5 plus 5 equal to 0, right? So solution find பண்ணுங்க solution about this equation. So minus 3s square. What is the value for s? s1 s2 கொஞ்சம் குயிக்கா சால்வ் பண்ண சொல்லுங்க. minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a கால்குலேட் பண்ணுங்க. என்ன வரும்? minus 8 plus or minus b square, it is now 8 square minus 4 minus 3 into 5 divided by 2 into minus 3. What is the value? This one s2. கொஞ்சம் ஃபாஸ்ட் சால்வ் பண்ணுங்க. What are those values? s1 s2 s1 s2 சால்வ் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? Make it fast. s1 s2 ரொம்ப ஈஸி தான். ஸ்டெப் பை ஸ்டெப் சால்வ் பண்ணுங்க. It will be easy. I'm just going to use my online calculator anyway. You people just give me. Calculator வச்சிருக்கீங்களா? Now minus 3s square 3h to the power 2 plus 8s. equation கரெக்ட்டா செக் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. அந்த வேல்யூ செக் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. 8s plus 5 அது கரெக்ட்டா அந்த ஆன்சர் கரெக்ட்டா வரும் செக் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. whether the equation solve பண்ணது simplify பண்ணது கரெக்ட்டா செக் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. So we'll have polynomial equation about two values, right? So s1 which is now minus 0.52 and we'll have 3.18, right? We'll have two values. In the two values substitute பண்ணுங்க. எந்த வேல்யூ k வந்துட்டு பாசிட்டிவ் கிடைக்குதுன்னு சொல்லுங்க. anyone? So எந்த வேல்யூக்கு k பாசிட்டிவா கிடைக்குதோ that should be my breaking away point, right? What is that equation? So s into s plus s minus 5 plus k into s plus 1 is equal to 0, right? So k மட்டும் இந்த பக்கம் வச்சுக்கலாம். k into s plus 1 divided by minus s square plus 5s k equal to minus s square plus 5s divided by s plus 1. This is what a kth equation, right? So in the equation s substitute பண்ணுங்க. எந்த வேல்யூக்கு k should be positive? K should be positive for which value? s1 or s2? Anyone just tell me? கொஞ்சம் குயிக்கா சொல்லுங்க. So now I'm just going to substitute minus 0.5. So substitute பண்ணா quicker சொல்லுங்கப்பா. So you people need to tell me, right? So then only it will be easy for me because I'm not having any calculator over here. So k what equation minus s square plus 5s divided by s plus 1. So this is the last problem in group locus I'm just going to solve, right? So up to this problem we are just going to conclude our root locus method and we'll move to a new topic, right? That's why I'm asking. So new topic we're just going to move by tomorrow, but tomorrow in the sense Friday, right? Sorry, Thursday. So s1 minus 0.52 for k substitute panna minus 0.52 the whole square plus 5 into minus 0.52 divided by minus 0.52 plus 1. என்ன value? k firstல வருதா? For s is equal to 3.18 substitute பண்ணா k equal to minus 3.18 whole square 5 into 3.18 plus 1. Which value positive are there? I think this value, right? Check பண்ணுங்க. Or this value. Anyway, we'll see, right? We'll see later. கொஞ்சம் fast solve பண்ணுங்க. இல்ல ரெண்டுக்குமே பாசிட்டிவ் வருதா? Anyone? சால்வ் பண்றீங்களா? Whether you have two positive values, ரெண்டுக்குமே பாசிட்டிவ் வருதா இல்ல ரெண்டுக்குமே நெகட்டிவ் வருதா? ஏதாவது சொல்லுங்க. ரைட், கொஞ்சம் செக் பண்ணி சொல்லுங்க. So meanwhile, I'm just going to moving into my last step, that is called imaginary crossover line, right? So meanwhile, இது மட்டும் செக் பண்ணி சொல்லுங்க. எந்த வேல்யூக்கு k பாசிட்டிவா வருது? Right, last step, step number 7, to find imaginary crossover line. So we need to calculate 1 plus g of x into h of x equal to 0. We need to calculate, right? Already we have seen what is the equation, s into s minus 5 plus k into s plus 1, right, equal to 0, right? So when you can look inside, so s square minus 5s plus k into s plus 1, which is equal to 0. Now I'm to expand this, minus 5s plus ks plus k is equal to 0. So s square, I'm putting s outside, minus s 5 plus k plus k equal to 0. So this is what my characteristic equation, final characteristic equation. Once again, check it out. So s square minus s into 5 plus k plus k equal to 0. This is what my characteristic equation. Now we need to use a RH method. So break in break out சொன்னதமா நான் சால்வ் பண்ண முடியும், அதெல்லாம் நம்ம ஸ்டாப் பண்ணி நிக்கணும், right? So otherwise we couldn't able to draw root locus. அது கொஞ்சம் குயிக்கா சால்வ் பண்ணி சொல்லுங்க. Now otherwise we couldn't able to draw because the poles எங்க break in break away வருது இல்லையா, that's the most important point, right? So அதை கால்குலேட் பண்ணி சொல்லுங்க. RH method, so s square இருக்கு, s square s power 1 s power 0. So s power 0 coefficient which is now 1 and s power 0 which is now k, and s power 1 we need to calculate. S power 1 it will be plus lachikla, now it will be minus, and this is minus. Am I correct? Once again check பண்ணிக்கோங்க, is this is correct? I have roughly tried. Check பண்ணி சொல்லுங்க என்ன equation கிடைச்சது, because I just little confused over here. So s into s minus 5 plus ks plus k equal to 0, s square minus 5s plus ks plus k equal to 0. So s square plus s மட்டும் வெளிய எடுத்தோம்னா k minus 5. right, plus k equal to 0. Now 1k and SO coefficient k minus 5 and it will be 0, and SO coefficient which is now k is 0. So first element of your first, right, so first column of your every element should be greater than 0, right? So that's our Routh-Karuch method. Now k greater than 0, k minus 5 also greater than 0. That is now k greater than 5, right? Now k range will be, right, k range will be, k should be greater than 0 and should be greater than 5. So I'm just putting k equal to 5 in this given equation, where actually we are having equation here. I'm just putting k equal to 5. Maximum value, I'm just replacing k equal to 5. So what is the imaginary value now? So now a square plus s k 5 minus 5 plus 5 equal to 0. So s square, which is now cancelled, right? S plus 5 is equal to 0. S square minus 5. So s is equal to minus 5. That is called minus root of 5. So s equal to minus root 1 into root 5. Now it will be become minus root 1 is now plus or minus I. Square root of 5 number value square root of 5. So 2 will be 1.414 and square root of 4 will be 2. Square root of 5, 2 point something, right? So just check me. So 2 point something. What is the value? Square root of 2. So square root of 5. கொஞ்சம் ஆக்டிவா இருங்கப்பா, கொஞ்சம் ஆன்சர் பண்ணுங்க. Square root of 5. Square root of 5, 2.23, right? So square root of 2.23. So minus plus or minus 2.23. These are my crossover line, right? So plus 2, that is called S1 is now plus 2.23i. S2 is now minus 2.23i. So these are my imaginary crossover line, right? So what is break-in break element சொல்லுங்க, நீங்க கால்குலேட் பண்ணீங்களா? break-in break-away point. So this எல்லா வேல்யூ கால்குலேட் பண்ணியாச்சுப்பா. So last thing, break-in break-away point மட்டும் சொல்லிட்டீங்கன்னா you could able to draw root locus. Anyone just tell me, solve பண்ணீங்களா break-in break-away point? Because I'm not having a bigger scientific calculator right now. Solve பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? So real axis, imaginary axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 minus 2, 3, 4 minus 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So poles ஓட வேல்யூ சொல்லுங்க. poles value இதாவது கொஞ்சம் ஃபாஸ்டா சொல்லுங்க. break-in break-away point கால்குலேட் பண்ணல. you people need to tell me, right? So remaining values நம்ம மார்க் பண்ணிடலாம். So what is the formula? What is the problem? So what are the poles and zeros? கொஞ்சம் ஃபாஸ்டா சொல்லுங்க. s minus 5 இருந்துச்சு, that is what my first pole, and s equal to 0, right? So origin ல ஒண்ணு, so plus 5 ல ஒண்ணு. the poles என்ன value? s plus 1, right? s plus 1 s minus 1 அப்பா. Because I just roughed it over here. 0 ஓட வேல்யூ என்னது? 0. ரெண்டு போல் எனக்கு ரிமைன் இருக்கு, s into s minus 5. So அதனால 0 ஒன்று 5 ஒன்று, and one more 0. What is the value? So அமைதியா நீங்க 3 மணி ஆயிடுச்சு அர்த்தம், right? So 3 o'clock ஆயிடுச்சா, right? 1 minute இருக்கு, right? So anyway, just complete it and we'll meet by Thursday, right? So நீங்க பேசினா மட்டும் தான் என்னால முடியும், because I'm just having only 2.5 square feet of board. So I couldn't able to have this n number of values. 7 steps இருந்துச்சு இல்லையா, அதோட வேல்யூ என்கிட்ட இல்லை, உங்க பேப்பர்ல தான் இருக்கும். So if you're just willing to tell me now, and I could able to try it. Otherwise, it will be very very difficult. We couldn't able to solve, right? So two-way communication is must in, right? So it's very important because you are just going to solve it, right? So I'm not going to write exam. That's why it's very important. So you need to be a most what could I say?